MBMG the studio.
You are now tuned into
Podcast.
Podcast. Tune into the broadcast. If you ain't showing love, then I'ma have to bypass. This one for the low class, this one for the high class. Podcast.
All right, this is T1, podcast host. I'm here live with your boy, Mr. Peter Bowles, Paducah, Kentucky. How you doing, Mr. Bowles?
How you doing, Paducah?
Man, glad to have you. Recently, well, let's just say, because it's not all the time that we have a celebration, but there was a Emancipation Proclamation celebration. If you don't know what that is, if you're not from this area, essentially it's like Juneteenth. It's when blacks in the area celebrate, them being free, or whatever the case is. And last year there was an incident where a pregnant young girl, lost her life due to some errant bullets, gunshots, whatnot. And apparently this year, the community asked the police for
more police,
for more
presence.
Basically,
police
just
presence,
to be there,
just
more,
to be
more
there.
Presence.
Yeah.
And what they got was
policed at its finest.
At its finest, back in the '60s, almost.
Right.
So I seen it. I wasn't here in town. Okay, my other hometown, South Bend, they also have a celebration every 2 years on the 8th of August.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lakeside reunion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I attended that for a little bit. And so that's where I was, but I still keep up with my hometown because I got two hometowns.
Two hometowns, yeah.
So, but this one I was reading, the post was like somebody said, well, I'm not going out no more, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I said, what the hell? Then I read one of your posts. Now, even before that, well, no, this is after that. There's another incident that I'm going to let you expound on, but essentially, you think we should have just boycotted the whole shit.
Correct. I feel as if we should have boycotted the whole thing because, man, we got more issues going on that I felt was more important than the 8th of August this year.
Celebrating
the celebration.
Okay.
And reason being is because you did what I'm saying. This is a black celebration. It is a black holiday. It's a tradition of ours. And I felt like, as a community, as a black community, man, we ain't took care of our responsibility of standing up and demanding justice for Rayshawn Tucker, who was recently killed in his home back about 3 months ago.
Now, that whole little thing is a tragedy within itself because if I remember correctly, this young man lost his mother when he was a young man through some tragic events.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then his father,
Monte Ragsdale,
stepped forward. Excellent dad.
Wonderful dad.
You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful person.
A wonderful person. You know what I'm saying? Then he, I guess, so the young man had his own place?
Yes,
okay.
Correct. He had his own place in Pierce Lackey. My understanding, like I said, the probation and parole were out doing a home visit, what they call a home visit, and they're always escorted by an officer.
Yeah.
Whether it be a sheriff, state trooper, or Paducah Police Department.
Right.
And they came about to this household and knocked on his door. Rayshawn appeared, told them who he was.
He wasn't the guy they were looking for.
No.
Right? Okay.
No, he wasn't the guy they was looking for. So he identified himself, told them who he was. I'm Rayshawn Tucker. I live here. That guy does not live here, whatever, whatnot. And instead of those probation and parole officers doing their homework and their research and, taking his word for it.
They assumed he was lying.
They assumed he was lying, which I don't know. Might be a black thing, if you ask me. But The young man told him this is not his address. Nobody by that name or that guy that you're looking for right there is in here.
Lives here.
Right. So instead of them leaving and going and doing what they were supposed to do, they still bombarded their way into this young man's home. Allegedly said that he pulled out some sharp object.
While he was at the door with them?
I guess when they bogarted his crib, because he never, my understanding, he never invited them in.
He didn't come to the door with a knife.
No, he never came to the door with a knife. And my understanding, he never invited them in his home. So how do you bombard your way into somebody's home?
Right.
You know, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Instead of them going to the office and checking and making sure this man's name is on the lease, that he wasn't lying, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They proceeded to bum rush this man's crib and invade it and murdered that man. And now the only person that can really help us with anything is dead. You know what I mean? And those probation and parole officers and that officer that accompanied them, they living their life going home to their family every day. And then, as far as I can say, for the black leadership in this particular incident right here, it's been very poor.
So I assume there's an NAACP. There always was one in existence by name only, because I never, really seen anything. But there's still one here now.
There's still one here now today that is doing absolutely, I feel, nothing for the community. You dig what I'm saying? If you're gonna be the NAACP and you drop the ball on issues and things of this nature or this magnitude, then
so they just let the death of this young man they just glossed it over.
It's swept under the rug, man. I have not heard a peep about this case in 3 months, almost 4 months now. This is like open and shut for them, pretty much.
People, they didn't march. There was no protest.
We had a small gathering of people that protested in front of gave a peaceful protest in front of the probation and parole office, and but it should have been way more than that out there. It should have been,
because it was more for George Floyd than it was for Rayshon Tucker, somebody that they knew.
Yes, I seen a whole protest, a whole march back in 2020 when George Floyd died. Breonna Taylor incident, you know what I'm saying? Paducah, Kentucky was marching, jumping all through the streets.
Yeah, and you seen it all on the internet.
All on the internet. But we can't have that same energy for somebody that died right here in our own home that we know. You feel me?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I hate that George Floyd, Breonna Taylor.
They even died.
Right, but we don't know these people like we know this young man right here. We supposed to embrace this moment as a community and as black people, man, and come together and stand up for something. And if we got black leaders that are not ready to step to the podium and do what they're supposed to do, especially when you call yourself the NAACP chapter. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where you saying you represent black people, our culture, everything, and you're gonna allow them to assassinate our character like this, and we do nothing about it. We don't even hear a peep about it. Come on, man. And then we talking about some 8th of August, but they want to put on an 8th of August event for us. Come on, man.
So even with the event that happened last year, and I don't mean to get off subject, but the event that happened last year with the young lady dying, what was the resolution with that?
Well, the resolution was they had a meeting after everything went down last year. People came out from the community and asked for just more police presence, man. Can you be, you know what I'm saying, out there with us, be there with us, you know what I'm saying, to make sure nothing go on. And they agreed to it or whatever, but they flipped the switch once that time came about for them to, you know what I'm saying, be out there with their presence. Hold
on, I'm gonna cut you off. Because also something else went along with their death last year.
Yes. What people are failing to realize about that death last year, if a lot of you didn't remember, Jemiah Walker, 20-year-old female from Paducah, Kentucky, got shot and killed while carrying her unborn baby. So, you know what I'm saying, we lost 2 lives. And basically, the Paducah Police Department blamed us and our actions on the death of an officer, Mr. Hudson, Ryan Hudson, that passed. And like I said, I strongly feel like that's the reason why we got policed.
So when he passed away, my understanding is that he was given, like he passed away in the line of duty.
Yes, they said he was
Was
killed.
there a specific incident that happened at last year's? Like, did he have to leave from down there, like in the ambulance or something like that? Was he having an attack or something then?
No, far as I know, he wasn't. You know what I mean? Far as I know, he was.
I don't see how they get the blame.
Perfectly fine, but I mean, hey, you know, politics as usual. You feel me? I mean, you know, I guess this was a way they felt like that they could help his family. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you're a decorated officer as he was, and you down the line of duty, you know.
And it's like I said, his wife she's a beautiful young girl.
She's a good woman, smart.
Powerful,
you know what I mean? I don't personally know her, but I know, you know, she's an activist of the community. So you dig what I'm saying? I mean, I wish her nothing but the best.
There was I believe she had 1 or 2 children. I'm not sure.
But right, correct. I wish her nothing but the best. But at the same time, I feel like this too. Yeah, I'm sorry that those people passed, but at the same time, you already have you already got the suspects in custody. We are trying to go on and celebrate and still remember them, but at the same time, we didn't deserve half of what we received from the police.
You know, from what I was told, now I hadn't talked to him, so I don't know. They said my son got pulled over. My son, you know, he's been a straight arrow like ever since. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never done shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they were pulling over people just because you were black, bro. And that doesn't give them the right to come into a neighborhood when we have a celebration like this going on and police us like they did. They're dragging kids out of cars.
You just opened her door. Y'all just opened her door.
Hey, get out. Get smashing my foot. Get the fuck out of me. Why you on my foot? God damn.
Nah, y'all just opened.
Get in the car. I'm in the car.
Are you able to drive?
Y'all just opened her door. Yes. Y'all just seen that, right? Y'all just opened her fucking door. Get out my way.
Hey, you're gonna be shoving past people. All right, hold on.
Move. I didn't shove past him. I moved around him. No, this is bullshit. Move.
You get one warning. Back up. You're going to jail. One warning. 25 feet. DC.
Excuse me.
Hey, you're still in the public place.
Excuse me.
One more time. Don't hit me with this door. He's going.
No.
Come on. Back up. Back up. I already told you. Back up.
I'm trying to get in the car.
One more time, you're going to jail.
You just told me to drive.
Can you drive?
I just said yes, and I was trying to get in the car.
Get in the car and leave. Get the other guy out of
They're
which I got a video I'm gonna show.
They're making people stay out of the street. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You walk up, you already in the street. The first thing they want to say is get out of the street. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. If you recognize we're just trying to cross over to the sidewalk first and foremost, but you got to let somebody get out of their car first. People are getting out of their car into the streets, but y'all are flooding the street. You feel me?
That many police?
That many police. And I've never seen in my life, I've seen like 4 or 5 state trooper vehicles in the city, in a neighborhood.
Well, you know, there's one that lives out there in Forest Hills.
Oh, word?
Yeah, right down the street from me.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But them policing 4 or 5 state trooper vehicles policing a neighborhood.
See, the killer thing with that is any charge with them can be fed.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Then I mean, mostly they're dealing with highway patrol.
Yep.
And you talking about you put them in a neighborhood. That's intimidation. That's a sign of intimidation.
And that's so you ask for more police presence, but what they gave you was monstrous.
We got policed, we got harassed, we got discriminated against. It was racism at its finest, I believe, because they really attacked a black celebration the way they did. I don't see them policing barbecue on the river like that.
No.
When have you ever policed it like that? Y'all are out there having fun, laughing with the community, engaging.
Well, they engage with that community.
Exactly.
They don't do it like when we were younger. They were more social. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll still run your ass down.
They still run you and gun you down, yeah, but they were more social. Like I said, I can remember a time when I was coming up out there in Elmwood Court, they used to walk around. We used to have officers walk around Elmwood, everything like that. They weren't never on no picking with nobody. They would pass out, they little sticker badges and everything like that. I remember as a kid, hell, I ran up on them like, man, give me one of them stickers. It was a lot of us that did, but but they engaged with their community then. They, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
which
know,
doesn't mean it's gonna stop you from doing what you're gonna do.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But
right. At the same time, right.
If you do get arrested, it's gonna be more humane.
Right, exactly. You know, and now, you know, with this young crowd that they had out there, this, you know, a lot of them are young, trying to make a name for themselves. You dig what I'm saying?
This on the YNs?
I definitely blame a lot of this on the YNs, because first and foremost, I feel like this about the situation too, man. Today's time with these youngsters is like this, man. This is the main thing that they're worried about, a phone.
Oh, yeah.
They worried about the internet. See,
social media.
When we handled our beef back in the day, man, if you had to be there to see it. If you wasn't there to see the fight, you did what I'm saying.
It's not gonna be posted.
Right, it's not gonna be publicized. Man. You feel me? And it's embarrassment if they let the world see them get beat up. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? That's these youngsters today. But it's our fault too as parents, because we're buying it. We bought these phones for them at a young age. You did what I'm saying? So we bought a lot of this on ourselves, man. They're not adults. I remember back in the day, man, when I got caught with my first pager, my mama took it, tore it up. She said, you know, what you doing with a pager? You're not a drug dealer or a doctor. Well, so what are you? Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? What are you doing with a pager, man? Who needs to be beeping you?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But you know, the realization today, we make it cool. You know what I'm saying? We got 4, 5, 6-year-olds with iPhones. With a phone that costs more, the phone, this is a car you're talking on. You can get a car for that.
Used car.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's the, you know, but yeah, man, these YNs, man, these youngsters, man, they got to do better, man. And it's got to start with the parenting, man.
So that's a whole nother segment. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I think, excuse me, and I'm not extracting myself from any, like, when I analyze, you know what I'm saying, the black community, I don't do it from where, like, I'm on the outside looking in. Because I had a lot of these faults. I had kids early, which made it hard on me, you know what I'm saying? Hard on the kids, don't ask to be here, you know what I'm saying? They definitely don't ask to come in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but if we can stop having these kids till we get 25, 30, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers live their life, you know, see the world or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Get themselves a chance, because we don't give ourselves an opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's not too many opportunities around here for growth any motherfucking way.
Definitely not.
So it's
that's why the youngsters that can be powerful leaders of this community and pillars of this community and lead, they're leaving. As soon as high school's over with, they getting out of here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And the only time they're coming back is for the $8.
What's left? What is going on with the black leadership in Paducah, Kentucky?
Man, it's horrible, man. They fumbling day by day. They're fumbling.
Is the NAACP all we had?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The NAACP, I think we got that. I mean, WC Young committee.
I don't know. Is that what's up with that? I don't know anything about that.
I know they have a committee. I know that you
speak for us or whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say speak for us, but I mean, if you gonna say that you're a committee that advocates, you know what I'm saying, for blacks and everything like that, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I would hope you would speak for us. I would hope you would be a voice. You know, you're a pillar of this community, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you want people to support your campaign and your cause, you dig what I'm saying? We want that same, you feel me?
Nah, man, I love that motherfucking chair, right?
Yeah.
God damn, you know what I'm saying? Shit, but I interviewed DeJuan Thomas.
Thomas.
Twice, you know what I'm saying? He's real easy to get in contact with. To me, he didn't have a big head, you know what I'm saying? He was still level-headed or whatever the case is. Would you look at him as a leading force? And
he's a young leader, and I respect DeJuan Thomas, man. You dig what I'm saying? I give him a lot of credit, man. He came back. He's a young man. He came back to try to help fix his community. And I respect that deeply from him. But at the same time, man,
they still try to show he was a nigga, though.
They still try to show that he was a nigga. They still try to, you know what I'm saying, assassinate his career.
What's his name again?
David Guest.
He didn't get no punishment.
No punishment. Absolute no punishment. And they gave him they dropped the case on him, dismissed that, gave him the right to run for another run again. It gave him
the other black committee. I know we got Ronaldo Henderson. Did he speak up?
I haven't heard a word of him. I haven't heard of Pete. But
you know you're gonna hear from Richard Abraham. That ain't gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the first of all, you dig what I'm saying? You know, DeJuan, I salute you, man. I commend you, man, for everything you do and everything you're doing, man. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, they have a ceiling on you. They're not gonna let you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. It's only so much you can do, and you know what I mean. You got to understand. At the end of the day, this is politics. Just 2 years ago, shoot, you were on the line straddling and rattling with these same people that you now sit on the seat with. Right. So you did what I'm saying. You got to be mindful of all that. And then you did what I'm saying. And I feel like this was their way to basically allow you to get in because of the David Guest situation.
So you think? So I mean, I know he got. I think he got elected. You know
he got elected in because we definitely, you know what I'm saying, are gonna get out there and run it up for him. Yeah, right.
So, but you know, it took more white votes and black votes to get him in. So you know what I'm saying? That was a blessing.
That was a blessing. But at the same time, he's biracial. So therefore, I mean, you know, we're not trying to bring color.
Don't, if you got nigga in
you, they say you 100% nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But him growing up personally, he's experienced both sides.
Both sides, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, like again, he was a child that didn't ask to be here. But he's doing the best with what he has.
Yeah, you know and he's took an initiative to try to stand up and be a young leader in this community, man.
He was fucking young when he first ran.
Yeah,
19, 20. I have to ask him again, but he was like he
was young.
Really young.
I mean, he's
even being that mindset.
I believe he served this country too. You dig what I'm saying? So I mean,
I got my own reservation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. You know, anytime you know what I'm saying, we can have black excellence serve this country, man. You definitely got to honor that person and survive. Yes, most definitely, man. But yeah, he could have been anywhere in the United States but Paducah. And he chose to come back here and try to make a difference in his home.
Because at the time, I don't think he didn't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? He's a smart dude. You know what I'm saying?
Smart dude.
Geeked it all the way out. I don't give a fuck. That we don't need no more gangsters. Yeah. I'm trying to raise some geeks.
He shows up at almost every community event. If he's got the time and you know what I'm saying, he'll be there. Yeah, I can't say he is one face that you're definitely gonna see there. I can't speak for every other black leader because I haven't seen that.
So what about what I'm saying? Like the days are old, we always depended on the pastors. And we mentioned Mr. Henderson.
Yeah.
And you said that's nothing. That's null and void as well, right there. So
it's a null and void.
Any other pastors that are up speaking around and speaking about the, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, either with the Rayshawn Tucker or what went on last year,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we had a few pastors that spoke up about. I probably believe about what happened last year, but to be truthful with you, man, I'm gonna just say it like this, man. I'm gonna be blunt about it, man. W.G. Harvey's rolling over in his grave, man. He's rolling over in his grave.
You think he'd have been more vocal?
Very vocal. You know what I'm saying? He would have definitely not let this stand right here for Rayshawn Tucker, man. We need answers, man. We need justice, man. We're not gonna let this slide. Y'all don't let us slide with anything. Nothing. So why we finna let y'all slide?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just feel like, you know, a lot of these pastors, I mean, I'm not attacking none of you. So don't take it as that. But I'm just saying, you know, the way you vocal in church to get that attendance up, to get that tithe money running, right? Yeah, you feel me? The same way you got that energy to run that attendance up, so that tithe money can come in there, is the same way you should be running this up to make sure that Rayshawn Tucker has a voice and is heard, man.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because we just going for anything right now. Like I said, it's been damn near 4 months, man. We ain't heard a story.
Not one.
Not a follow up or nothing.
It was so funny because just this morning when I went to the gas station, the Emancipation Proclamation thing is still being discussed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
They shut a gas station down, bro, in the black neighborhood.
So which one? That's I'm gonna roll the dice and say it's the Ghetto Shell.
The Ghetto Shell.
Which is something else, a marathon now.
Yeah, it's a marathon now. Some Indians or Arabs on it.
Yeah.
And they open 24/7. 24/7.
Yes, sir.
But this particular weekend,
they closed.
They made this establishment shut down early. Out of all the gas stations in Paducah, Kentucky, they only made this one shut down. So you definitely know this is racially fueled. You dig what I'm saying?
Your boy Ross with the coffee thing. I heard this. What happened with this? It was a little situation that went on with his.
It was a little situation went on with his. Like I said, I heard the vibe was real smooth there. It was real good.
It's always nice.
Right.
It's a nice establishment.
Everybody's vibing. It wasn't
Ross's Coffee House.
Right. Yeah. Ross's Coffee House. It wasn't any YNs there, as you want to call it. You did what I'm saying. Everybody there was adults. They were adulting, having fun, enjoying the 8th of August celebration, the kickoff. And they came in and
So the police came in?
Yeah, the police came in, bombarded them. You know what I'm saying? Bombarded them.
Yeah.
Came in, you know, acting as if, you know, basically usual suspects and ruined the party, told them they weren't allowed to be open, is I guess the noise ordinance and all this and that, and you did what I'm saying, they shut them down. Shut them down before 12 o'clock to be exact. Wasn't even midnight.
He been open this whole time.
Been open this whole time.
Grooving the same way.
Moving and
got
grooving.
some good ass coffee up in that motherfucker.
Right.
You know
and then and that's the thing. They've never bothered this establishment until now.
And this was the 7th.
And this was the 7th. Yeah. No, this was the 7th, Friday. Yeah, it was at a Friday night. This was the 7th.
Everything, so basically the cry for help backfired.
Definitely backfired.
It's almost like you invited the wolf into, you know what I'm saying, into the bin with the sheep, you know what I'm saying? So,
once again, Paducah, Kentucky, this is why every time I post, I tell y'all, be mindful who y'all allow to sit on that throne, man, because they don't have your best interest at hand all the time. You dig what I'm saying? You got to understand and check their motive. You dig what I'm saying?
Shit, any person that's running for and I don't, again, this is not, you know, dissing anybody or whatever the case is, but when you running for office, you running for power. You're not running for money.
You running for power, man.
So,
and that's what you giving a person. You giving the person the power to represent you, speak for you, and they fumbled on that. Like I said.
So what about your boy Benny Hetty? You know what I'm saying? There was a meeting that was had by a community meeting. Was it held at City Hall?
City Hall, yeah. Or might have been at the courthouse. It was at one of them, City Hall, one of them.
So, but so it was an official gathering.
Yes, it was an official gathering.
Man, he got up there, and I know he spoke in defense of us, right? I'm sure he got up there and said, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? What y'all did was wrong." You know what I'm saying? Is that what he said?
Absolutely not.
What did he say?
He basically encouraged that behavior that the police performed and showed, and he actually said that let me understand. He said that was good trouble. You dig what I'm saying? That the police bought. We need that. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm like, we need our people harassed.
So Benny Hetty.
Benny Hetty. And all due respect, you got your own opinion, but you know, hey, that don't make it right because it's your opinion.
Well, see, you got two type of niggas, man. You got ones that's W.E.B. Du Bois, and you got motherfucking Marcus Garvey type niggas. You know what I'm saying? W.E.B. Du Bois thought blacks should gain.
That right there was a Clarence Thomas nigga.
Clarence Thomas,
because he's the new, because you know, right? He's on that. Yeah. He's on that Mount Rushmore coons.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. If you gonna put him up there, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, call a spade, man. That was a Clarence Thomas move right there, man.
So how did such a person get elected to the position? It wasn't by the people.
Nah, we don't vote him. I guess this is the secret panel that they have with the NAACP. I mean, I don't know what you have to do, if you have to put an application in or what, but this is what I call. Our black leadership around here is so tangled because it's popularity, man. It ain't who's really fit for the job. It's by popular demand. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's got to stop, man.
So let me ask you this then. I was getting, you leading me.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
I suggest that you wake up, reform, and try something different. Refresh the system. You know what I'm saying?
See, most people
stop allowing these older people around here. I'm gonna just put it plain and simple. Stop allowing these older people around here to keep gatekeeping those positions. Give it to young, up and coming, inspiring people that can lead this community.
Yes,
we know what's going on. We 10 toes down in these streets.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? I mingle with my community in every shape, form, and fashion. Some of the stuff, right? So they wouldn't understand half the culture. You dig what I'm saying? They don't have a grasp with the culture. That's why we don't identify with them.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
So then if somebody came up to you and said, Peter Bowles, you know what I'm saying, we need you to lead this movement.
I don't got a problem with doing that because I am the culture. I feel like, you dig what I'm saying? This is my home. I'm born and raised here. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from the South Side.
So are you willing to deal with the scrutiny?
I deal with it every day. I'm a black man. I'm a black man in America, man. I deal with scrutiny every day. I've been to the penitentiary. I got 3 strikes on my back already. They just waiting to assassinate me. But I have not allowed them to kill my character.
Well, but a lot of times though, when we go to jail, I done been there my damn self. You know what I'm saying? When we go to jail, it be some shit we done. You understand what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
just is what it is.
It is
They
what
wait
it
for you to
is.
kill yourself.
They wait for you to kill
You know
yourself.
what I'm
They give you
saying?
enough
So,
rope to hang
yes,
yourself.
sir.
Like Paducah, Kentucky, like I'm saying, a lot of us will be like, Commonwealth, man, that's why we get fucked around. Commonwealth actually helps your dumb ass.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? This is one of the only states where you actually gonna walk around with 40, 50 years of parole time on you and be fucking
Yes,
free, you
sir.
fucking
10,
idiot.
15%.
Right, but
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? But that's because people don't understand that because they don't know the law. They don't know
in my
you dig what I'm saying?
hometown, they start off at 50%.
Come on,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? If you're doing 5,
Come
you get
on,
10,
man.
you're getting 5.
Come
You're
on,
doing
man.
5,
This is the most lenient prison system in
and I know
America,
we're not
bro.
encouraging crime.
And not encouraging
You know what
crime,
I'm
but
saying?
it's
if you're gonna commit a crime, commit it in this
Kentucky, right? It takes 8 ounces of marijuana, man.
Yes,
in Georgia and everywhere like that. You get caught with 24 grams or better. That's a mandatory felony,
Yes,
buddy.
sir.
Come on, you
Yeah.
already booked and tagged, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see the laws, how lenient they are. Yeah, they attack you, but that law is law. It is what it is.
They really looking for money.
They really looking for money.
They don't want the body so much. They really looking for money.
Right.
You can pay your way up out of
Because
there.
you know, and not to get off the subject or whatever, but to get back to another subject that we was hitting on, like since we're talking about crime, like we can go back to the murders of last year. Nobody wants death. Nobody wants murders. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say this: if you trying to keep up with this city, that city, that city, that city, statistically, shit, this is a peaceful community.
Yes, sir.
This is a peaceful community.
So the enforcement wasn't that necessary.
It was not necessary.
Would have been enough.
The presence would have been enough, man. And to have respect for the celebration and the cause that we're coming out for.
And I actually know of at least one individual that they interacted with the police and said, hey, you got a warrant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, I know who this person is, I let them get through the weekend. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on.
And then blase skippy, but no, they ruined their evening.
And they would have never known that if they just showed their presence.
Yeah.
They policed us.
Yes.
You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They policed us. I've been to bigger events in other cities where the police been cool. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, but I was in Memphis and shit. I'll tell you what now. I ain't no police loving motherfucker, but when I was in Memphis, was that little Bill Street? Yeah. I was so happy to see them motherfuckers down there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they was just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can walk down there, drink outside the club. The club is, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go inside to get a drink, you know what I'm saying? All that. So, but you know what goes on down there. When I was at the gas station, I was in West Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the gas station. I had my pistol in my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, putting my gas in, because at that time, that shit was going
on. Yeah.
So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Not to get sidetracked, as far as like the leadership in Paducah, is there an opportunity? Is there a chance for somebody to speak up? And if they do speak up, are they going to have the backing? So you can say a lot of shit.
Right.
But you got to be able to draw people together, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see a whole lot of strong black
and that's the reason. And that's the reason why the leadership is poor, because we as a black community as a whole, man, we have no ally. You dig what I'm saying? So if it's like at the end of the day, if we don't,
we thought the Latinos were gonna be,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We have no ally.
Yeah.
We out here on this island alone,
Yeah.
and it shows clearly. And then I feel like we got people that want to be leaders, but they're worried about their reputation.
Yeah.
They're worried about saving their face. So, their legacy, you know what I'm saying? And they're worried about getting blackballed out of whatever they're getting blackballed out of around here. So they don't want to speak up like they need be. You dig what I'm saying? Because, everything, is doors that a lot of people
we
don't
can't open them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just say that it's doors that we don't go in. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I feel like they want to keep themselves in that room, and instead of representing us like they're supposed to, they make sure that they run back to the op. And
because people with a lot of folks with leadership abilities and qualities, once they get
I'm gonna tell you
job they need or whatever the case.
I'm gonna tell you a situation right now where we have a leader, we have a young black leader right now that is trying to do everything he can in his power for this community. Jeffrey Williams,
the Southside
Jeffrey, yes, Jeff Williams. He has led and tried to be a leader in this community, man. He's
at Sundays at the park.
Sundays at the park, man. He brung that back, man. That was leadership, man. That and the camaraderie that I got for him for that is because you did what I'm saying. you brung a neighborhood back. You trying to bring a village back, man, because you know what I'm saying? That's what it takes, man. He fed kids for free. You know what I'm saying? He's doing everything to try to show the community that he's behind him. And we need to be behind him more. And he's got his own people blackballing him out of this. You know what I'm saying?
What's the deal with that now? What you mean as far as like what? Because
I don't know. I guess because, you know, it's certain, like I said, there's certain rooms that you're not supposed to enter. You know what I'm saying? In this town, unless you're one of the who's. But you did what I'm saying. When one thing about this town too, man, when they see a young black man, inspiring, educated, and has a promising future, and you know what I'm saying, I don't even think he's 30 years. I mean, I don't even think he's 40 years old yet, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? That scares them. That fears them when he, you know, is gonna rebel and go against the system because he knows, hey, no, that's not right. You feel me? And that's what they don't want.
Well, he was always operating outside the system until the demand became such, because it used to be packaging things. You know what I'm saying? And like all they seeing is the money that's involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So
it was a time, man. There's so much politics now in this park shit. It was a time when, you know what I'm saying, when I came up on the South Side back in the day, it's just summertime.
Yeah,
man. Every day that park was packed.
Yes, sir. It was.
Every day that park was packed summertime, man. I don't care if you was from the north side, south side, Forest Hills, out of Lone Oak. Yeah, you was at the park.
Yeah.
The old school.
SDA, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, all that. Yes, the hoopers came out, they hooped, they ran, shot the court, you know what I'm saying? It looked like the 8th of August every weekend out there back then. And we didn't have a problem with police. You didn't see a police. Now, anytime you see black folks gather anywhere around here in Paducah, it's a million police.
We're the only ones. The police only police.
They only police us.
But they only police the poor.
They only police the poor. That's it. They're in the neighborhood where the poor people at. Like I said, we had a murder happen at another club, but all they want to talk about is the murder that happened last year at the Brick House.
He's right, because at KC's
they had a murder.
Brutal.
Yeah, dude walked in at 3 a.m. Why is your establishment door still open at 3 a.m. to where somebody can walk in and innocently shoot somebody, kill somebody, man? Shot a girl. And then they fumbled the ball on that. She had multiple reports of where she had abuse on this man, and they never locked him up. They, you know, now you want to lock him up when he finally kills her. You feel me? So they've been dropping the ball, and she's a white woman, and they dropped the ball on her. So what they tell you about Paducah Police Department?
She poor.
Come on, bro.
They don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? White folks, poor white folks, and black folks, rather rich or poor black, but poor white folks and black folks are all seen as niggas.
We the same, man. Fred Hampton told you that, man. He exposed that at his young age, at 21, man. He brung white people in. You know what I'm saying, man? It ain't about black and white. You know what I'm saying? You going against the system, bro.
And
going against the system.
That's money in the power.
It's money in the power, you know, man. The pigs got the power, man, and they running the show, bro. And they showing you that. And then, like I said, our black community leaders are allowing them to treat us this way, bro. The only people that I'm seeing,
to me though, I don't think we have any black community.
We really don't. They're lost, bro. They're lost. They're trying to make them.
We had them.
We had them, but they're dead and gone.
But the people didn't want to accept the form that they were in. Because in my mind, I see Mr. Dawson as a community leader.
Man, big community leader. Did a lot,
folks out of his pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. He might slap the shit out you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Employed a lot of black people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, I mean, you know, we got to pay homage to people like that. You get what I'm saying?
Because we have to. He wasn't going to get the loans from the bank. They wasn't going to give him all the funding that he needed. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did out of his pocket.
Out of his pocket, man. Out of his pocket, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? Those type of guys get looked over because you may be around some drinking, maybe some smoking, but in the end, a leader is a leader. If just because you're not wearing a suit and tie, you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's how a lot of these ministers fall into, you know what I'm saying? Because they look, in most people's mind, what's the ideal professional look? You know what I'm saying?
Suit
and tie, whatever.
First of all, man, like I said, man, you got to ask yourself this. Why are we in this small community amongst every black person here knows each other? Why are we going to 6, 7, 8 different churches, man? First and foremost, we supposed to have one black congregation.
That makes sense. And then, you know what I'm saying, some of the things that are discussed in the black church, it's getting off the point a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but some of the things that are discussed in the black church, like you can, making plans with the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and networking. Ain't no social networking going on up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these different professions up in there. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in there just a showboat instead of say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
You know.
And I see it's a show today. It's a facade. Why are we putting baptisms on social media and things of that nature? See, you're supposed to come to church to get to witness all of that. You did what I'm saying, to endure all of that. You did what I'm saying. That does not need to be broadcasted on social media, bro.
No, I feel you on
you
that.
did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that because one, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just feel like, man, deeply down in my heart, man, church is a scam, bro.
Almost definitely.
It's a scam, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It scams people. Preaching is not a job. It's not a job.
You know, there's one preacher that's on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Geno Jennings.
Yeah.
He got 8 kids. He don't take no money from the church. He worked. You know what I'm saying? He said
a pastor that takes money from a church. Come on,
man.
and that's what people got to wake up and be mindful about. Be conscious about this, man. Like I say, I dare anybody out there to challenge me that name one time you've seen that offering tray come around and this went to your pastor and he's put something in and he's dropped his 10% tithes in it.
Yeah.
Name one time you've caught that. And if you can call me out on that, then come on with it. But I guarantee you won't. Name one time you've ever seen a pastor sit up there in that pulpit and they
take his own,
bring that offering to him and he go in his pocket. We just seen a pastor, not to get off the subject again, we just seen a pastor about a year ago, Marvin Sapp.
Yeah.
Hold his church hostage for some money, man. Are you serious?
I think he was needing
Are you serious, black people?
A private plane.
Come on, man.
Something ridiculous, man.
Something ridiculous. Held these people hostage. Lock the doors. Told them people lock the doors.
You had to have what, 20,000? It was something crazy, man. That shit was crazy.
That's kidnapping, bro. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? But Pooh Shiesty got it, but Marvin Sapp didn't. You feel me? But you know, that's another story. But yeah, man, the leadership here, man, it's poor, man.
So poor. If there was one thing that you want the people to know, is the time to tell them right now.
I just want y'all to know, man, be mindful of who you allow to sit on that throne and represent
like your affirmation, right?
Man, that's my affirmation, man. I try to protest that to the community and beat that in y'all heads because the reason why we keep on getting the treatment and the scrutiny that we're getting is because the people that you allow to be in these positions
take the money.
Come on, man.
They don't worry about the power.
They don't worry about that, man. You know what I'm saying? All they doing is, you know what I'm saying, bamboozling us, man. We going through a lost cause, man. This system is a lost cause, bro. It is. Real talk. And I want to tell everybody else another thing. Quit doing stupid shit as black people. Y'all young men, you catch a case, you do not go hire a lawyer. Take that public defender. Why is your stupid ass gonna get this lawyer $7,500? We pay lawyers to beat cases, not to cop out. First and foremost. So that is the dumbest purchase that you can make. Is a lawyer. If you don't not know 100% he's gonna beat that case, why give him that money? Any lawyer anywhere else in America, that's what they made for. Beating cases. O.J. Simpson was famous because Johnny Cochran became famous because he beat that case. O.J. didn't do a day besides what he was in there held on. You know what I'm saying? He beat that case. He brought that man home. You dig what I'm saying? That's worth the money. Ain't nobody bringing you home and then you give these lawyers $10,000. 20,000 or whatever to fight your case, then you still going to jail and then can't even buy a fucking noodle when you in there. Wake up.
And on that note, my peoples, T1, the Toddcast podcast, that can be followed on patreon.com. I think that's / the Toddcast podcast, Spotify, Apple Music, all the other platforms. Check me out. Check us out. And
DJ Skywalker. I am the people's DJ. Shout out to Red Velvet. She is who she is, and she is who she always will be.
I am dominant. I am passionate. I am excellent. I'm the shit, can't fuck with it. I am erotic. I am exotic. I am confident, beautiful, so elegant. I am, tell 'em I am. up in my wall. People listen when I talk. Fluffy, yeah, my body's soft. Guaranteed to get you off. Every time I blow your mind. RBG, one of a kind. And my music is my grind. Gotta pay me for my time. I'm standing firm on that. Yeah, ain't no changing that. Nah, sitting pretty on my throne. You can't throw me off of that. Nah, I embrace the love and hate. I just thought I'd let you know. If you hate me, you just jealous and you love me on the low. Cause I am dominant, I am passionate, I am excellent. I'm the shit, can't fuck with it. I am erotic, I am exotic, I am confident, beautiful, so elegant. I am, tell 'em I am. Cause bitch, I'm the shit, bitch, I'm the shit.
Red Velvet, I am.